Okay.
Hello guys, hello. I'm Anupama Chopra
Sucharita.
Rahul Desai.
and we are here to talk about the two big releases of the week, Gold and Satyameva Jayate.
Oh my god. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I have never been so clueless in my career as a person.
Why?
What are the numbers that we were just discussing? Both the movies have made how much money?
Lots of money.
Lots of money.
Yeah,
lots and lots of money.
They both opened very well. Gold more than the other one, Satyameva Jayate, but that's also a massive opening, like 19 crores, and the other one I think was 25. But I'm not a good one for numbers, so do look these up.
But yes, the numbers are very, very big.
Sorry, we have an interruption for my
That is
team.
our very, very chakra. Hi. Green tea.
So, guys, what do we think? Rahul, you didn't like either.
I didn't
Thank
like
you.
either. I hated one.
Right.
Absolutely. I mean, hated is also a very mild term for that.
But
But
से beyond है ये कुछ.
let's start
the
with
feeling.
Gold. You know.
हाँ,
Okay.
हाँ.
Let's start on a slightly positive note.
Right.
Gold didn't work for me for many reasons. Obviously, I think it was an absolute misfire as far as the director is concerned. Like Reema Kagte, it didn't look like her film.
It did.
Yeah.
At any point.
She has such a distinctive voice, and I
Yeah.
couldn't see that.
And when you see a trailer of a film and then see the film and say ये तो पता ही था, expected था, that's not a good sign as a filmmaker or as
Sure.
a producer, you know, even Excel for that matter. Of course, they probably achieved what they wanted to, but I mean, I don't mind Akshay Kumar doing all this. In fact, I like the ads he's doing, you know, for the government and this and that, but for me now his filmography is literally the same as those ads that he's doing. Like there's no I get it that, you know, I get it, and I prefer I like him as an actor in the sense I used to love him as a comedian when he did
He's
all
very
those funny
good.
movies.
He's
He's
very
really good.
good,
He has
yeah.
great timing.
He's also a great action star.
He's a great action, and those were in
Yeah.
the 90s and all, and I grew up watching those movies. So for me it's a little sad seeing this because I feel like there's agenda everywhere, and I just don't like it that when people use movies as a medium to do that. And these are not even good movies. Like for me, this movie was it wasn't a sports film. To
Correct.
a large extent, it
yeah,
wasn't a
yeah.
sports film. In fact, like, you know, Akshay Kumar was the only hero of the film, and
Pretty much.
there is pretty much history at stake. You're talking about a true event, you're fictionalizing it.
Yeah.
I mean, what is to stop you from, like, you know, telling a story the way it is? And we keep doing this. We did that with Surma also, and you know, there's no confidence in
The
sort of
actual narrative.
The actual narrative,
Yeah.
and why become a Bengali in this film?
I couldn't figure that
A
out.
character that didn't exist.
Right.
Tapan Das was not a real person
Yeah, but
as far as my knowledge goes.
I read that it was based on a manager who
Yeah, it
was
was.
a very complicated
Was he Bengali
character.
though?
I don't know that he
No,
was
I
Bengali.
don't know. He wasn't Bengali. I
So
don't
then
think.
why
I don't.
Bengali? It's
Why
a
give
national
him
integration.
I
kind
don't
of
know.
thing.
Why give him an accent he can't do?
Yeah.
And Akshay Kumar, like you said, you know, great action star,
Yeah.
hilarious comic timing, and like, you know, you watch his interviews and all, very interesting chap. But every role, toilet, padman, this is the same character
Yeah.
who's this underdog who nobody trusts in, nobody believes in, and then against all odds he saves the day and saves the country, actually, not just
Right,
the day.
it's not
Like
the day.
it's a big like national thing that he does. He'll get toilets in the whole village, and everybody has now sanitary pads. So I'm fatigued. But the why watch?
Did you?
why
It
watching
not
this again
move
and
you at all? Because it moved me. By
Just-
the end of it, I was
just
in it.
towards the end. Only towards the end when they come to the final point. Ki 1940. The title of the film is Gold.
Right.
It's about the victory in 1948 when they won the gold. So when Reema Kagte decides to come to that,
Yeah.
start telling that story with full conviction. That's when it gets interesting. Everything else, the other junior manager who shouldn't have existed at all, Mr. Mehta.
Yeah,
what
I
was
thought
his
the federation
purpose?
politics were the worst.
Because it made no
Yeah,
sense, because the
federation
conflict
politics.
arose and then it got resolved in the next scene,
Yeah.
and then another conflict came and got resolved in the next scene. So those things really. But when she committed, when Reema Kagte committed to telling the story of the gold, that's when it got interesting for me. And towards the end, 30 minutes, I enjoyed very much.
Yeah, for me
Very
it
much,
really
yeah.
it really came together, and I also really liked the other players. You know, I
Yes.
really enjoyed Sunny Kaushal. I
So
really enjoyed
good.
Vineet Singh.
Yeah.
So lovely. For me, he was the sort of the real kind of poignant character
Yes.
in this whole thing, and that moment when he has to when he understands that suddenly religions come into play.
Yeah.
You know, and later when they
So
meet
good.
on the guys, spoiler please, if you haven't seen Gold, just stop now. But later on when they meet and he's the Pakistani hockey
Captain.
team and
Yeah.
and they're the Indian hockey team, and suddenly divisions where none were
Yes.
there before. You know, for me those were all really sad and moving moments.
Yes.
And I thought bits of what Amit Saad did was also interesting, though it went too
It
long.
went a bit.
Yeah, it just went a bit too much. But actually, Akshay for me was the weakest link in this, because I felt like he was also playing it at a different tonality and a different pitch.
Correct. Absolutely.
Completely.
Absolutely.
You know,
I agree.
he was in some other movie.
Yes.
And
Everybody
these
else was in
guys
another
for
were in some other
example,
movie.
And as you said, like he was, and this is the thing with most of his movies. Some directors handle it better than others. This one I was surprising because you're Rima Kakti basically. You come from a sort of a diverse background in telling stories, because her first film had like
So
a
lovely.
superhero couple.
Correct.
I loved Honeymoon
Honeymoon
Travels.
But-
I
Yeah,
loved
and
what a
it's
soundtrack also on
such a
Honeymoon Travels.
gorgeous movie, and
and so fresh.
yeah, and then
It was so fresh,
you get
you know?
Akshay Kumar. I get it. You get a superstar. You have to maybe change, compromise on your
Sure.
voice a bit. I'm surprised as to even how she handled female characters in this film. First of all, I
There
didn't
were none.
want to
There
know.
was
Just
only
two.
Yeah,
two
two.
girls. One Punjabi girlfriend
matlab barely
who's
there.
just waiting by the phone.
Correct. And the
then-
other was
Correct.
just slapping.
With
and screaming.
the wife.
Just angry.
The
And
wife, yeah.
First of all, you didn't need to show us anything about his personal life. If you take that away, nothing will
Nothing
change.
leaves. Yeah,
Literally
yeah,
nothing, because if you want to show he's an alcoholic,
Right.
of course that's my another gripe with this film, because the way he is portrayed alcoholism, there's a piece waiting to be written on how Bollywood does alcoholism.
Portrays alcoholic.
Oh my
yeah.
god, and I
Chal
love to
gayi,
do that
chal
piece.
gayi.
Yeah, and like no, and okay.
Acha, did you understand there was powder being mixed into that bottle?
No.
फिर उसका क्या हुआ?
एक सीन आता है फिल्म में
Just evil.
जब उनको ना सेकंड बारी टीम बनानी होती है, बिकॉज पार्टीशन के टाइम पे देश के साथ साथ द टीम आल्सो गेट सेपरेटेड इन इंडिया पाकिस्तान, सो व्हेन दे मेक द सेकंड टीम दे आर नाउ सेलिब्रेटिंग, बट विद इन द पॉलिटिक्स एवरीबॉडी इज अनहैप्पी कि अरे अक्षय कुमार को क्यों इतना वो कर रहे हैं, तो फिर उसकी ड्रिंक में कुछ पाउडर मिलाते हैं,
But nothing happened with
बट
powder.
नथिंग हैपेंस.
He just got drunk.
Like
Yeah, he just
he got drunk the previous
Anyway,
song also.
When he was
Same way.
drinking, he was just drinking, but the powder meant nothing.
So I think that's a question to Miss Kakti, Miss Rima Kakti, and
what was the powder, Rima?
did you cut something
No,
out?
just a lack of subtlety in that's a
No,
result of the lack
subtlety
of
was
subtlety.
not
I mean,
a strong point.
you're basically saying that 200 years, 200 साल की गुलामी.
3 बार तो बोला ना?
At least 3 times.
हाँ, at
And
अलग
then
अलग characters.
Yeah.
I really lost my mind when the wife said it. While she
खाना
was
बनाते
cooking
वक्त.
for everyone in the monastery,
Right.
and she was cooking for the whole team, and that visual will work on
Yeah,
its own.
yeah.
You don't have to remind the audience saying, oh wait,
What
we
is
are
the-
also
yeah.
part of this whole thing. Don't think
Yeah.
this is only cooking gobi. We are doing this 200 years. I'm like, no, you don't tell us everything what to think. I'll give you
Right.
a very good example of how, say, a better filmmaker might have handled it. I was watching The Post yesterday, Spielberg's film. Okay, again a patriotic film in a way, and journalism, this, and
wonderful. I thought it worked
wonderful
really
film.
well.
And if
Yeah.
you notice, there's an entire montage in that film where the journalist, the editor.
Hey, we got light, guys. As soon as we said Steven Spielberg.
Let there be light.
Right, and there's an entire montage when they discover the entire team camps at Tom Hanks' house. Tom Hanks is the editor of the paper.
Of course.
Okay, and we know that his wife is around, and she's quietly serving them drinks, food
Yeah.
throughout the whole thing. And there's one very nice quiet scene later in the night. Tom Hanks wants validation from his wife, saying, "I'm a brave editor," and she just turns to him and saying, "You're very brave," but and without saying anything, that we realize that she's part of this whole journey, because
Right.
he wouldn't have existed. She didn't
And we
have
lost
to
it again.
say anything at all.
Yeah.
And she just reminded him that your publisher is a woman. It's
Correct.
Meryl
Gotcha.
Streep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
She didn't have to say anything else,
Yeah.
and that without saying anything, we realize that the two women in this film
Yeah.
are probably the strongest characters in the
Yeah.
film. Here, you're just on and on.
And
look
before
at
that,
me.
she's only slapping.
And she's only slapping him, and
She's doing.
But she does. Anu.
That's all she did. It's like how I sort of, knock my kids around sometimes.
That
What are
was
you doing?
just
but she does get one contribution. She tells him कि चप्पल उतार के
Correct.
कीचड़ में धक्का लगाओ, तो
Correct.
eventually जब मैच में बारिश होती है वो उसका आइडिया वहीं से आता है उसकी wife
And they
से।
showed that also.
Yeah,
No,
they showed it
no.
again, just in case you forgot.
Foreshadowing.
But hello, people.
Oh, wow.
Listen, sorry about the lights, folks. We can't do anything. This is load
Bandra
shedding.
West में हो रहा है कुछ
Mumbai, God knows what's going down. But if we're going to talk about lack of subtlety,
Yeah.
can we use it to just seek into Satyameva Jayate, which has no subtlety at all?
No.
Not a single subtle bone frame.
Skin
Nothing.
piece of
I mean,
skin.
this movie begins, guys, with John Abraham burning a man alive.
And he's using desi ghee. Excuse
And he
me.
uses this.
Correct.
He has a tin of desi ghee and
Correct.
he pours.
Basically a funeral.
हाँ वही
You know,
funeral
with a
pyre
live
डालते
man.
हैं
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
और एंड तक यही हो रहा है, जल ही रहे हैं एंड तक, फायर ही फायर है. सो फर्स्ट सीन से लेके लास्ट सीन तक there's just literal fire on the screen.
Yeah.
And you're talking about, चलो गोल्ड में जब फ्लैशबैक आता है उसको सडनली उसकी वाइफ उसे बता रही है कि अरे जूता उतार के धक्का लगा. इस फिल्म में एक सीन हुआ है जहाँ पे जॉन एब्राहम इज काउंटिंग डोर्स एंड वॉकिंग डाउन द कॉरिडोर डूइंग 1 2 3.
Oh, right.
Then he jumps out the window, comes onto a ledge, and now he has to count back the same number of windows to get to the initial door where he had started. Very nice, very clever. But वहाँ पर suddenly they're showing flashbacks of what happened 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
It literally was shown to us 30 seconds ago. Why are you cutting back to it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because we are the Ullu audience.
हम इतने गधे हैं.
We
हम 30
apparently-
goldfish है, हम memory 30 second का memory है. What is this?
I mean, I know the sentiment they're trying to tap into.
Of course.
And a lot of filmmakers do that, you know, some more successfully than others, and you can't blame them, you know, given the mood of the nation right now. And sure, you know, we want to kill anyone who's corrupt in front of us, like on an everyday
Because everybody
basis.
gets away with it.
Yeah,
So
like-
if John Abraham can kill these people, then
And these
let's
guys
live
are like-
vicariously through that.
Yeah, these guys are like literally they are killing people in this film, and
Looking good while at it.
it's
Yeah.
doing well,
Yeah.
and that's a dangerous message to put out there.
Correct.
It
It's
is.
just
It's very problematic.
It
it's
is
very
and
problematic.
I am speechless about the film. I really can't. You know, actually, let me. I think I was going through the film club some messages yesterday, and I saw one guy who was basically saying, why do these critics rant about bad films? Why can't they just tell us what is wrong with the film and you know, be very methodical about telling us how maybe where the filmmakers went wrong and where they could have improved or something like that. Why do they have to be angry or say mean things about a film? First of all, it's very easy to sit there and say that because
Correct.
very few people have seen this film, and when it comes to awful films like this, you have to find different ways to say that a film is bad. Because what is right in this film? Nothing.
Nothing.
We can't just
Cinematically,
go on and
Yeah.
list the number of background score was loud, the
Correct.
acting was horrible,
Yeah.
the principle was wrong. So when the principle is wrong, how do you start listing the amount of things that are wrong with this
Right.
film?
Yeah.
Are we a teacher?
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah.
going to write on a blackboard?
Yeah.
No, you have to
Yeah.
make it
Correct.
interesting.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I don't get it when people say that you can't, you know, list the things that are wrong, because inevitably there are always more wrong things than right in these films. You can't, like, you have to call it for what it is. You have to let your anger be known,
Yeah.
because what are we
But
critics?
you know, by the end of it, guys, I wasn't even angry. I just felt exhausted.
Yeah.
I felt like somebody had just, like, literally, like John had maybe punched me a couple of times.
Correct. For real.
You know, I mean, yeah.
Actually.
You know, I mean, one of his biceps, which was
Which
like
is as big as your face.
yeah,
One
literally,
bicep.
folks,
Literally, not
There's a
exaggerating.
close-up of that bicep. It is
Itna
as big
bada
as my
hai.
That was-
Yeah, I mean, of course, if he punched me, I would not be here. But I'm just saying, I felt like I felt like the life and the joy
Had been sucked out.
had been sucked out.
Yeah.
And I, you know, for me, I was just like, why do we need this? But clearly, look, the fact that it's so successful
Yeah.
means that for a lot of people,
It worked.
it is what they wanted, and it is exactly
And
the
that's
kind
disturbing.
of punch. It is disturbing because what they're saying in this film, I mean, vigilante justice taken to another level. I mean, it's ugly, it's violent,
And
it's
they're
grotesque, and
guys, you know,
exploiting it,
the,
like-
the what makes me very angry is the overall message a movie like this would, like vigilante justice.
Yeah.
Vigilante justice is not something to celebrate. Vigilante justice is something our country is grappling with right now
Right.
in very bad ways.
yeah.
People are taking kanun in their own hands on another level across the country, and with the political environment that we are in right now, it is becoming more and more, it's just happening a lot more. So to celebrate a leading man on screen who has decided to do this, who has decided to start killing off people because in his eyes they are doing the wrong thing. He's not going to go after the people who've done the hit and run, but he's going to go after the cop who has taken bribe for it, because in his eyes he's justified. And that's a problem that we are grappling with as a nation. And let's be a little more mindful of the message
of what you're putting out
big
there.
movie like this is sending out. It's very very problematic.
But I have to say that for a while it was unintentional.
Oh, for
Fun.
a long time.
Yeah.
It was unintentional. I mean, you have to be a genius to come up with that plot. In the wrongest ways possible. Like, how do you think of that?
But it felt really like Manoj Bajpayee's character is having this sort of, Sherlockian moment. And then he's figuring out what the killer...
Satyameva
Yes.
I mean,
Please, you have to watch. Do you want to tell them what the code is?
I think we shouldn't. For those, we need to keep it.
Thoda to jaake dekho.
I mean, I've just totally given it out in my review, so please go ahead if you don't want to. But it's the funniest part of the film.
It is the funnest part. It is the funnest part. Also, the dialogue is at another level.
Milap is known for his dialogue writing,
to
be fair, and I've never warmed up to it, and I know what it's basically the Once Upon a Time in Mumbai scale to another level.
Correct.
The whole Rajatisms I used to call it, I think. But fair. I mean, the dialogues were the least problematic thing about this film.
But why do you think the audiences are loving this film?
See, audiences loving this film doesn't make it the right film or a good film out there. It says a lot about this nation. At this point, because there's a lot of untapped anger in general in a lot of people in this country, and as a filmmaker, it's your duty to sort of appeal to those emotions in a more graceful manner, not do it this way. And it's very easy this is the lowest hanging fruit, to sort of just give the audiences what they probably fantasize about before going to sleep every day. If a cop has misbehaved with someone on the road, which happens quite a bit, the man goes home thinking, what if I could just kill that cop? Nobody would know. This guy has really put it out there, and people are loving that. Obviously, people will love that, but what people don't know is they can be told that in a much more sensitive manner.
Newton, that movie was about unhappiness with the political system, but it wasn't about whatever. But
I think it's just, Sucharita, I think it's the pleasure you get.
It's
when there's so much anger in your own life and you're helpless, right?
You think our audiences are that angry right now?
They have to be.
Young men of the country are that angry.
Because I can't honestly, not to make this about gender, but I can't imagine a lot of women really connecting with this
film.
I just cannot. I just cannot, and not just because it's just so ugly in every way, but yes, for a lot of men, this is it. You live via John with that hoodie, with those incredible muscles, with that body, just pummeling the shit out of bad people. I mean, we've all wanted to do it, and he's doing it for us. I mean, it's
do you think it's also cyclical that movies like this, bada time ho gaya aisi picture dekho, Angry Young Man,
of course,
The Return of the Angry Young Man?
But that angry young man, what Mr. B played back in the day, yes. Oh my God, that was written by Salim Javed.
Correct.
That writing, which also tapped into the rage of the 70s,
of the youth.
The youth of the 70s, of that post-emergency time. But it was doing it at a completely other level. I mean, this is as brutal and as basic as it gets. You're corrupt. Here's a lighter. Here's some ghee.
Also, the problem is also that it's not good cinema. Forget the subject matter. Forget the story you're trying to tell. It's just not good filmmaking.
Correct.
I mean,
correct.
for
It's
example,
bad filmmaking.
if you don't want to be subtle about your message, Mulk is a very good example
That's
of how to do it.
Melodrama turned to 11 in Mulk.
But so well
the
done.
script, the screenplay, the story, the character development. There's nothing in here.
There's nothing.
Nothing.
It's not
no
a film.
redemption.
It's not a film. It's just
It
like
really
a
isn't.
wish fulfillment exercise and it's a business. And you know, when filmmaking goes out of the picture, obviously it's going to piss us off. Like it should piss us off. We are film critics. We cannot. And yeah, it like.
So this is what 3 pissed off critics look like.
And it just so happened that we were sitting together in the movie theater. ऐसा होता नहीं है कभी, but somehow our seats were like together in the movie theater, and just the way we walked out of that theater so dejected.
Yeah. I just get
so
depressed.
like depressed.
Yeah, I just get unhappy because I love the movies. You love the movies.
Yeah.
You love the movies.
I don't
you know?
think I
Film is
derive a
everything in the
lot of
world.
pleasure about ranting, like
I
as much
not
as
at
it may
all.
seem, because
Not at all.
You know,
you know,
people say, अरे तेरे रिव्यू पढ़ने में बड़ा मजा आता है जब तू गुस्से में लिखता
but गुस्से में,
है,
like,
या तेरे देखने में बड़ा मजा आता है जब तू गुस्से में होती है. मुझे मजे नहीं आते वो
no,
करने
it
में.
kills a part of me every time I have
don't
to do that.
enjoy that.
And if they are making our jobs easier, they are doing something wrong. They should be making our job difficult.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's just
But we live in hope.
soldier on.
We soldier on. We live in hope, and we shall be back with what's next week. There's Happy Phir Bhag Jayegi.
That's right.
You know, there's a bunch of movies.
Netflix
and
movie also.
yeah,
Radhika
Ghoul is going to be on Netflix. And listen, there'll be fun stuff, and we always
plays. Yes.
keep going thinking that the next one's going to be brilliant, and it will be, right?
I hope so.
It will.
That is the hope.
Before I
नहीं
turn
तो
50 for sure.
otherwise Mami is coming up, so
There you go. Good
Yes,
plug. Good
Mami's
plug.
coming.
Thank you. October 25th, folks.
That's
Come
right.
to Mommy. Thank you so
Oh,
much
God.
for watching.
bye guys.
Bye guys.